Hi, I'm Charbria Shine, and welcome back to Max Out Girl. All right, so we're going to get started. We have a very special guest today. We have Miss Pamela Cordier. She is, first of all, hello.
Hello.
She is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you for having me today.
Of course. Thank you for coming on. So I have a very special treat. You know, ladies, I've been doing the Women in Business Spotlights, and we're going to spotlight her because she is awesome. She is the Senior Account Executive at iHeartMedia.
Yay.
Hello, hello, hello. So let's talk about this.
Okay.
So what exactly is that? That's a major title, but what exactly do you do?
Well, I am in radio advertising sales.
Okay.
And it encompasses a plethora. We have a huge platform
Okay.
of media. And when I first started, excuse me, I've been here 18 years. So when I started 18 years ago, we were Clear Channel Radio.
Okay.
And I sold just for one station, which was WGCI.
Oh, yeah.
And we only sold commercials.
Okay.
Well, fast forward 18 years later, and now we have a vast digital platform of products that we offer. We have the iHeartRadio streaming app. We have our tentpole events, such as the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas that happens every year.
Nice.
And then we have our local events that encompass like Big Jam, Summer Jam, Jingle Ball, those sort
the
of big
major events, yeah.
staple concerts. And in addition to all of the digital and terrestrial radio commercials and everything we sell, I also sell, like I said, 18 years ago I worked for one station, but now I sell for all 857 iHeart stations across the country.
Wow, she's busy, guys. Told you she was major. Oh my God, that is awesome. So when you're growing up, did you always think you would end up here? What were your goals and dreams back then?
Well, I'll tell you, never in my wildest dream
Really?
did I see myself sitting in the seat that I'm sitting in today. But I am so thankful for it because I more or less found my niche. I love what I do. I love working for iHeartMedia. If I'm going to work in this industry, I want to work for the best, which is iHeartMedia.
Yes.
So I went to college and I studied justice studies and with a minor in English, and I was going to go to law school.
Nice.
Well, once I finished, and I went back, I was a returning adult. I went back to school later in life because it was something I wanted to do for myself.
Yeah.
So once I got out, I started working with a state agency here in the city of Chicago, and it wasn't really that fulfilling because I did want to go to law school. So an opportunity came up. One of my really, really good girlfriends was working here at which was Clear Channel at the time. And she called me and she said, you know what? We're looking for account executives over here. You should come over and interview.
Wow.
Excuse me. I said, no, I've got this good job at the state now. I'm good. I don't need it. So then she calls me again the next week, the very next week.
Really?
And she says, look, I'm telling you, you need to get over here. They're hiring account executives. I'm like, nah, I'm okay. So on the third time, she called me the third week.
A third time? Okay.
She called me a third time and I said, okay, I'm coming over and I'm gonna interview. So I came over, I interviewed, I got hired like a week later.
What?
And I've been here ever since.
Really? So it's a connection, someone you knew who saw that in you, that you would be good for the position.
Because I was in couture fashion sales before that.
Yeah.
And in sales, if you can sell anything, sales just requires the drive and determination to be persistent and first of all, offer something that is of value that people see and want, and then your persistence will pay off. You cannot let up. You have to, just continue to hit that message home with your desired target consumers.
Wow. So I was going to ask your journey, but it was pretty straightforward kind of. You started in sales, couture sales, and you were doing great in that, and then you weren't fulfilled in your other job. You wanted to go to law school. So this kind of stopped that.
This stopped it
Did
all.
you just fall in love? How did that go?
I fell in love, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I fell in love with the paychecks as well.
Okay, yeah.
So I figured at that stage of my life, law school, see you later. I'm going to stay right here and do what I'm doing. It's a really it's a fun career.
Yeah.
You know, it's something
that's important that you enjoy.
It's something I enjoy doing. I meet new people every day. I help people solve their business problems if they have a need to get their brand awareness out there, or if they want to sell tickets. Anytime you want people to do something, know something, or feel a certain way about a product, then that's what I do. That's what I help get your message out there and target your consumers exclusively with our digital products. I always say terrestrial radio is one to many, because when you turn on WGCI or 103.5 KISS FM, the DJs are talking to all of Chicagoland. But when you're streaming my stations, you're talking in a one-to-one environment, because we have the ability to send your ad exclusively. Say you are a basketball manufacturer and you want to send your message exclusively to sports enthusiasts and people that may be coaches of basketball teams or schools, anybody that particularly uses your product, then we can target your message exclusively to that individual. So when you hear a streaming message in your ear, that message has been targeted exclusively to you. But when you hear a message in your car on the radio, that's an ad that goes from one to many. And there are many, many advertisers that use the one-to-many platform, because your McDonald's, your Pepsi's, your Coca-Colas, your
so you want to get a wider range of individuals.
They don't have a target. They're not looking for moms with kids. They're looking for anybody that wants their thirst quenched. So we have, a lot of people that terrestrial radio is still number one for. And I'll tell you, contrary to what a lot of people believe, radio is as viable today as it was when it was created 70 years ago. People, it's free, it's accessible. You get in your car and most people just turn on the radio. Some people pay for subscriptions because they don't want to hear commercials, and those are the people I don't particularly care for. But
she loves commercials, guys.
Yes, so it's radio is very popular. It's not going away because of the accessibility of it. It's right there. It's at your fingertips. And when you're in a city like a Chicago or LA or New York, a commuter city, Atlanta, people spend a lot of time in their cars. So the commutes, and then we also have an asset known as TTWN, which is our Total Traffic and Weather Network. So while you're commuting and driving, if you're in a traffic jam, you definitely want to know what is going on with this traffic. So as the traffic and weather report comes on, your listening is heightened, because you're sitting in traffic, you want to know what's going on I-57, there's an accident ahead, oh, let me get off. So radio does a lot of valuable things like that. And not only does it entertain, but it educates you, it informs you, it keeps you abreast of what's going on in your community. And then people tend to love their favorite radio personalities. If you hear Leon Rogers say, I'm using XYZ, you kind of feel like you know Leon, because you listen to him in the morning, and it's like, well, Leon said XYZ. Or if you hear Steve Harvey saying that he uses something, we call those influencer campaigns. And our radio personalities have the ability to influence
Yes.
the listeners in their purchasing habits. So
Wow.
our influencer platform is a real key part of what we do.
Wow. So you sound like an expert in advertising in the city.
Yes.
So let's say if someone's trying to break into Chicago, what would you suggest they go to first? Radio? What would your suggestions be
If
for
they wanna-
getting the brand awareness or selling tickets or?
Oh, a company
Yes,
that would
a
want to
company.
do some advertising.
Yes.
Well,
say they're a startup.
and I love working with startups because they need the most help. And
Yeah.
typically when people are building their company, they know it's really key to put a budget, a line item in for marketing.
Okay.
Because you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows you have it, then it's just sitting
That's
on the
true, ladies.
shelves. It's just sitting on the shelves. So you need to definitely include a line item for marketing. But for any small business that would come to Chicago, I would recommend that you, number one, lay out who your target consumer is. Who is your product going to be marketed to? And that way, we can do a targeted marketing campaign where we're going to engage that audience specifically.
Okay.
And digital is better for smaller budgets because we're working in a one-to-one environment. And like I said, our digital platform is quite vast. We offer OTT, streaming TV, display ads, email newsletters, our streaming audio, podcast audio. There's just an array of things that we offer. So any new up and coming business, I recommend you first call me, Pamela Cordier, and I will take you by the hand, give you white glove service. Whether your investment is $5,000 or $500,000, I treat all my clients' investment with the same level of importance.
Yes.
Because $5,000 to you could be like $500,000.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that you are spending your investment properly
Yes.
and that you're going to get results. Because there's nothing worse than having you work with a campaign and check in and see how it's going, and it's like, not getting any results. You know, the campaign was a waste. So I always make sure to take my clients by the hand and lead them into what is going to work for them. And with all of our digital assets, we have trackable attribution.
Nice.
We can tell you if we're doing display or social media, or podcasting or OTT TV. We can tell you how many people engage with your message, actually click on your website and go to your site, and if they place an order.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of different ways because that's one thing I love about iHeart. We're very cutting edge. And iHeart realizes if our advertisers are not experiencing success, then we're losing too. Because you don't want to keep the rate of attrition. You want to keep the rate of attrition as low as possible.
Yes.
When someone comes and does a campaign and it's successful,
They want to come back.
They want to come back.
Yeah.
You want to customize campaigns that are going to be successful, that will get results for your client,
Yes.
and they will come back and advertise with you over and over again because it's working. I have a personal injury attorney that I'm working with right now. And when I check in with them, it is the best thing when I'm told, oh my goodness, we're getting so many leads from these
Wow,
ads.
that's awesome.
The leads are over and above what we were expecting, and this is
Wow.
our first year in the market. So when you hear something like that, that makes me really, really feel good.
Yeah.
And I can't be stopped.
Wow, that's
can't be stopped.
awesome. Ladies, she's an expert, as you can hear. You got to contact her, and we'll get her information at the end of how they can if they're interested.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
So if someone wants to break in this business of what you do, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would tell them to, first of all, understand the business because it has changed dramatically
Yes.
from when I first started till today. So understand the business, and it takes a lot of tenacity. You have to be able to accept rejection, and it's a hustle and a grind. But it can be a fun position because you're meeting people, you're helping solve problems.
Yeah.
You're going out, you're entertaining your clients, you're making sure they're getting the desired outcomes and results from their campaigns. So for somebody that would want to get into the radio sales arena, I would recommend that you come to iHeart first, because if you're going to work in the industry, you want to work for the biggest and the best to do it.
Yeah.
And then get someone that you can shadow and follow their day-to-day operation and what they do. But I will also tell you, it is not easy. Some people, we've been here for a while, kind of make it look easy, but it is a 100% commission position. And in our business, we say you eat what you kill.
Yeah.
So if you are not, successful in closing business, then it may give you a bad taste in your mouth. So if this is something you want to do, because it's a very rewarding career, but it is not for the faint of heart.
Right.
So be prepared to hustle and grind. Be prepared to work really hard, because in essence you're working for yourself at being 100% commission. And just wake up every day with drive and ambition and a list of businesses that you want to go after, that you want to help grow their market share, or if you know of new businesses coming to town, that sort of thing. Just study the business, know the business, be prepared to work hard, and sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labors.
Yes, that's amazing. She does make it sound easy, ladies, right? So where can they find you if they're interested in advertising help or with their business? Where can they find your information?
Well, I'm on LinkedIn at Pamela Cordier. As a matter of fact, I had a woman reach out to me on LinkedIn because one of the hosts from our morning shows on 103.5 KISS, he mentioned me in his morning show, and he's mentioned me a couple times.
Yeah.
So this woman reached out to me and she said, I want to work at iHeart. Fred says you're the best at what you do. Can you help me get in the door? And she is going through the interview process right now. Fingers crossed she gets the job, but she certainly has a resume and she's qualified for the job.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm pretty sure she'll get it. But like I said, just be prepared, know the business, know your assets, know what you're selling, know who your target consumer is, and be ready to work hard.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much, Pamela, for taking time out of your busy schedule today to talk to us and my audience. You're amazing. Ladies, she's amazing. We're going to have this podcast soon so you could check it out and share it with everyone. Thank you so much.
And let me also end with, I would like to give you my phone number if you'd like to reach out to me. If you have a business or any marketing needs, if you have an event coming up, a lot of foundations I work with. I specialize in the healthcare category, the education, travel, and legal. But I do everything, but those are the 4 categories I specialize in and have had a great deal of success. So if you need any marketing whatsoever, if you want to reach people in Chicago or anywhere in the United States, give me a call. My phone number my cell number is 312-485-9893. Again, that's 312-485-9893, and my name again is Pamela Cordier. I'd be happy to schedule a meeting with you and determine how we can make your brand come to life and move products off the shelves and out the door.
Wow, that's invaluable. Thank you so much for sharing that information with my audience. Thank you again for coming on Maxed Out Girl. So contact her, ladies, if you are interested. As you just heard, she is an expert. Who else gives you their number? Come on. So if you want to advertise your business, you want to go to that next level, Pamela is the lady for you. So thank you, ladies, for tuning in today. As you know, you can follow me at Charbria Shine on all social media and at Max Out Girl. We just finished our mini play series. Woohoo! We're excited about that. Thank you all for who have supported us. We also will be bringing our staple show, Single Woman Chronicles, the stage play, to Chicago, November 9th, the Harris Theater. If you're interested in tickets, go to swcthestageplay.com. Again, that's swcthestageplay.com. Sign up for our email blast so that you know when tickets go on sale. As always, I hope I said something that inspired, encouraged, and elevated your thinking. And always remember to max out, girl. I'm Charbria Shine. Talk to you next time. Bye, ladies.